Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome to Marwell Manor here on our next live stream. We are going to be doing a bit of baling today. I've just been going round and tidying up the last of the field that we did last time we were here. Before we went and did the multiplayer live stream, we were here, we did a couple of turns here on Marwell Manor. I'm doing at least this stream. And we're going to do the rest of the baling that we sort of got there lying down in. We got some baling to do here. There's more baling to do over on the straw. And then once we've done the baling, I'm not quite sure what else we're going to do. I was thinking about doing some cows, but maybe we'll go and do something else. Before we go very much further, though, a big hello and welcome to everybody that has turned up this evening. We got Ryan G, Spec FS19, David, Leonard Rhodes, Smooderlini, Ryder, Nathan Gaming, Brother Knights, Snecken Cactus, and Snecken Cactus. Thank you very, very much, sir, for your absolutely brilliant pre-stream donation. Good afternoon, all, Snecken Cactus says, and he specifically said he does it before the stream so he doesn't get a shout-out. Or he doesn't do it for the shout-out, he said. It wasn't so that he doesn't get one. He doesn't do it for the shout-out. Well, I seen it. I have acknowledged it, and I've given him a shout-out anyway. So I don't know if he's pleased with this or not. He may not be. He may be furious, in fact. And this may backfire horribly. But anyway, Snecken Cactus, you, sir, are an absolute legend. Thank you very much for your support. It is absolutely brilliant. Thank you. And moving on, we've got Mohammed Badawi. Good evening, sir. We've got Nick Rack Berthel. Hello. Ryan G. Hello again. Flatty Maisepo. No, not Flatty. Fiati. Michael Snyder's a DIY channel of Fortnite Gamer. Ryan G. Hello again. Myopic Illumination, Twin Cam Gaming. And Bite Moose. Good evening to everybody and everybody else who I have missed, and welcome to the stream. Like I said, we're going to be doing a load of baling, and then once we've done the baling, I'm not entirely sure. I was thinking of doing some cows. We've got sheep over in the yard, so I'm also thinking of going and doing something with sheep. If you have a look at the moment, we've got 49 sheep. We don't have any food in for the sheep. We do have horses, but we're not going to be doing anything with the horses. So we got 49 sheep. I don't want to go putting the bales back through this one again, although maybe we will. And I didn't think about it. I didn't really have time to go and change this baler. And this class baler was good. I did like it. The only issue I had with it was that it's got a very narrow pickup on it, and we were leaving a whole load of grass behind last time. So I might actually run over to the shop and change this one rather than keeping this baler, because otherwise we've got to just sort of run it along like this, which is a little bit of a nuisance. It's not quite what I wanted to do. Also, one thing that I would like from all of you this evening is for our next FS19 single-player live stream, we may be doing a multiplayer next time. Multiplayer is not guaranteed. It depends entirely on a load of other people as well. So it does depend on what they're doing, what they're able to do, and whether we're able to set up a multiplayer. So, we might be doing a multiplayer live stream the next time we do FS19. At the moment, I'm not 100% sure. There is as Jimmy J is just saying now in the chat, there is a link to the Discord in the description down below. And you'll be able to find more details about what we're going to be doing on upcoming streams and stuff like that. But what I want to know is, what map would you like me to play for the live streams next? I was considering looking at old streams, because quite a few people have said that they'd like me to do some old streams, and I thought, well, that could actually be a pretty good one to do for the live stream, just periodically jump in and out of it, that sort of thing. Small fields would certainly make it interesting, and yeah, this is exactly why I didn't want to use this class baler, because it just doesn't have a wide enough feed on it. Right? It leaves all the bales behind. And I'm not too keen on that. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lower that one off. I'm going to switch it off. I'm going to empty it out like that. I'm going to dump those bales right there. And I'm going to fold it up as well. And leave that bale behind there in a very realistic fashion. Good evening to everybody who is very kindly moderating for us this evening. We've got My Big Illumination, we've got Jimmy J, we've got Smoodalini, and we've got Ryder that I've seen so far. They are going to be keeping you all on the straight and narrow. Tyrone H, thank you very much, sir. An absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant person you are. Hey, Frithgar, keep up the great work. Thank you very much for your support. That is very, very cool. If people want old... Smoodalini says if people want old, they can watch a playlist of streams on your channel. Yeah, so we could do old streams. That could be... oh, yeah. I just got that. If they want old streams, they can watch the playlist. Yeah. Okay. Apparently, Smoodalini is going to be here all week, ladies and gentlemen. Right, anyway, let's get rid of this class Baler. I don't want it. I don't like it. And we go up through here. No. Okay, least items. There we go. We'll return that one. Yes, like that. And now the big question is, I'm going to use this tractor right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the tractor a minute, because I'm curious where it resets. We'll go to owned items like that. Where is the reset point? Right, if I go to U... Oh, you can't reset it from here. You've got to go to the map, haven't you? So we go to U like that, and we will click on the tractor like that, and I'll reset it. Yes. Right, okay. So now, I will... There. Ah, right. It resets it just to here, look. It's reset it right there, not to the shop, but to the farm, and that's actually a really good thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. We're going to go to Baling Technology. I've got that round baler up in the field, and as far as mods are concerned, I've got a couple of them here. These are 8,000 litre ones from Stevie. Actually, it might be better if we use the 8,000 litre modded ones from Stevie. I think that might be our best option. Big Baler 1290 by Stevie. I'm going to go with that one there by Stevie as 8,000 litre one. It'll bale a bit faster as well. And I'm not going to change the colours on it. I'm going to keep the colours exactly the same as they are. We're going to lease that one. Yes, okay. And I'm going to come out of there like that, saving content. Please do not turn off your computer. And I'm going to go there, and I'm going to reset it. Yes, I really, really want to. Right, there we go. Now that means that I can grab the baler, and I can very quickly and easily get back over the grass field. And this one should have a decent wide pickup on the front of it, which means that we can get through that field just a little bit faster. And you know what I did? You know what I did when I got that one? You know I was saying about the 8,000 litres because of Stevie? I didn't, did I? I think that was an option. Capacity. There, look. Capacity. There. Extension on the capacity. You know what? I'm going to lease that one. Yes. Okay. That's 5,100 for that one. And then back, and then I'm going to go to the garage. I'm going to go to the leased items. So which one? There, that one. Return. Yep. This vehicle has been returned. Oh, I haven't reset it. Let's do that as well. There, reset. Yes. Okay, I appreciate that this is absolutely not realistic, me doing things like this, but it is an awful lot faster. It is a lot faster. And we go back to there like that. Never use DLC. Ducks 1 wraps faster. Oh, of course, that's Ducks Orley's wrapper 1. So I should be using that one, should I? Do round bales and use that one? Let's have a look. You should use Skittles for baling. And right. I have been. This is why I should. Ducks 1 wraps faster. So hang on a minute. Okay, let's not jump into this because obviously I want to be able to do this reasonably quick. There, that one right there by Duck. So you got that one by Stevie and you got that one by Duck, and this one's not publicly available, right? Ducky's edited it and sped up the thing, but it's not publicly available. So we've got foil color right here, and I'm gonna go with all right. We'll do it like this. We use this and then round bales, and we've got a round bale collector that would also work. We go there with the extension, and I'll lease that one. Yes. Okay. And then back, and I will reset this. We'll take that one, and I'll reset that one. Yes. Okay. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave this one behind. We've got Skittles, our very colourful tractor, that we will be using, but I was going to use this fence one for doing this baling. And then what I was thinking was we'll take Skittles out to the straw field out there, and we'll use Skittles out there. So we get to use both of the tractors. And if you have suggestions for a map, for the next map that you want me to use, then obviously you can do so in the comments. I might not be able to see the comments as they come up through. The moderators will see, and they will be able to pass on some information to me. But really, if you've got one that you really, really want me to see, then come and join our Discord channel and let us know on there. There's plenty of places there that you can post a suggestion, and I'm more than happy to take a look at the suggested maps and so on that you know, suggested, and we can take a look at that. Right, let's see how Duck's all. We need to unfold. What do I need? Oh, that's what I need to do to unfold. Right, and start up. How wide is the pickup on this one? Oh, that's better. I did leave a little bit behind, but this is already better. I'm not a big fan of the tractors like this with the tracks, but I am starting to get used to them. Slowly starting to get used to them. Right. The only downside to this. Oh wait, did that just did it automatically? I must have an auto load. Whoa! Okay, that was insane. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, that was the single greatest rapper I've ever seen in my life. That was fantastic. Did you see that? Oh, that was phenomenal. That was genuinely brilliant. Right, we're gonna have to watch his stroke. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that is the single greatest rapper I've ever seen in my life. Oh, that is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. That is the stuff of dreams. I know plenty of people who've had to use a rapper in real life. And right there, what we've got right there is the stuff of dreams. That is the sort of thing that people who use rappers dream about on a daily basis. That is just awesome. That is just fantastic. Oh, I got to get me some more of this. Oh, that was brilliant. Right. Oh, not quite loaded. There we go. We get that one, and then I'll load that. I'll dump that one down there. So we can dump two of them together here, look. Right? It's so fast with the wrapping, we can easily drop two. Look at it go. Oh, that was brilliant. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. The feed guy, loving the Civ 6 series. Thank you very much, the feed guy. That is absolutely brilliant of you. I really genuinely appreciate it. The support is, as always, it is always appreciated. Thank you very much, sir. And yes, I'm really starting to like Civ 6 as well. There's something about it that I'm genuinely enjoying with that game, more so than I thought I would. I've never really played a Civilization game before. I played other games. There was one Alpha Centauri, Sid Meier's game set in space, very, very long time ago. Back when I was in university, I played that one. and I thought it was alright, but I never really got into it all that much. But Civ 6, I am genuinely enjoying it. I really am. It's like surprised me just how much I'm starting to get into it. Because I was sort of thinking for a bit, or maybe this is only going to be like a really short series. What I would really, really like to do is I'd like to be able to start doing Factorio 7 days a week. Because I am loving that playthrough. And I was originally thinking, oh, well, Civ 6 ain't going to last very long, so I'll just replace that one with more Factorio. But now that I've started playing Civ 6, I'm not really sure that I want to do that. At the moment, the most likely candidate is I will be shelving Ark at some point. Mainly because that game really does irritate me at times. But yeah, Civilization 6, I'm starting to get into that one, so... that maybe I was kind of thinking I would do like a game and then stop, but we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Miriam Robinson, what tractors do I have? Well, on here at the moment we've got this Fendt right here, which is the 1149 MT. We've got a John Deere that we've been using. That one came with the map, as did this tractor right here. And then we've also got Skittles, which is our Valtra. Now, Skittles the Valtra is so named because he's coloured like a bag of Skittles. And Skittles is down over the bottom side. You'll see Skittles in a minute. And we're going to use Skittles for gathering up the bales. Skittles is... well, we're unable to colour each of the wheel rims individually, which is a shame. It is a bit of a disappointment, but we do have just about every other thing with random different colours all the way across. So Skittles is quite an amazing tractor, and it's not one that we regret. Well, it's not one that I regret, although I do get the impression from certain comments from certain individuals that Skittles is not as well loved as he might be. And I would just like to say Skittles has feelings too, you know. Skittles does have feelings, right? Last time after the stream, all the hurtful comments came through about poor Skittles. I had to spend a bit of time telling Skittles that, you know, he's not ugly. He's not an ugly tractor. He's quite beautiful, and that these people didn't really mean it. They were just being hurtful, and it was uncalled for. Right, we'll come whizzing on down here. We've got most of this outside round done now. It should be a lot faster. Once I've done his outside round, it should be a lot faster just to finish this field off. I'm wondering where we're going to put all these bales of silage, right? We might just stick them down the bottom in the... oops. I wonder why it wasn't picking up any grass. Might be because I'd finished the bale. And this is why I don't like these tractors, because I can never reverse very well with them either. I really struggle with reversing with these. Right. Them up through there. So yeah, it's there's definitely some different. Oop, here we go. Definitely a different map, I'm thinking, for the next live stream, because this is going to be the third one. Is this the third one? Third one, yeah. This is the third live stream that we've done on this map, and I get the distinct impression that a lot of people are kind of fed up with this map. Because not just because of me doing it, but because, like, literally everybody is doing this map. So I am going to be moving away from it. This is going to be our last stream on this map. We will look at other things to go and do with it, and we'll see what else we can do. Hang on, let's see. Batstar says he would like to see me play Civ 6 until I win. Which will most likely not be the first time I play through. What? Seriously? That sounds that sounds like fighting talk. That sounds like you think I can't win Civilization 6 the first time round. You're probably right. You're probably right. I don't have any key that's... well, it doesn't auto-unload. I'm doing it as I go along. And it's Y, the same as you normally press with unloading, as far as I know. I have it mapped onto my steering wheel, though, so I always do it... well, I kind of figure it doesn't really matter where you do it, but you can, like... I always map the Y button onto my steering wheel. I find it a lot easier. And there's several buttons I've mapped onto it. Two things that I don't have mapped onto my steering wheel, which some people find a little bit strange, is the raising and lowering of the implement, which is V on the keyboard. I never mapped that one. That one there. I never mapped that onto my steering wheel. And also V start and stop. I don't map that onto my steering wheel either. I mapped that one, Y, and also hitching and unhitching, that's mapped onto the steering wheel. Oops. You know, if I'm going to do that, I should probably lower it back down again before I carry on. But no, I don't actually map those two to the steering wheel. And I don't have any particular reason. It's just that I'm so used to not having those. I have my keyboard fairly close to the steering wheel anyway, and I've never really found a need to go and do it. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. Right, let's just back that one up there. And close you down. Jimmy J says the next FS19 live stream is a multiplayer live stream. Okay. See, I'm not saying before I get confirmed, because Jimmy J, Smoodalini, and a few others are behind. Well, I say a few others. Jimmy J and Smoodalini are the principal driving factors behind the multiplayer live stream. Right? That is their baby. I turn up on the day. I'm the pretty face. As far as live streaming is concerned, as far as the multiplayer live stream is concerned, I'm just the pretty face. I just turn up and I do what they tell me, when they tell me. I go where they tell me, when they tell me, and so on and so forth. Right? All I do is I turn up, I smile for the camera, and that's it. I do what I'm told. That is their baby. So I'm not going to like go announcing that there's a multiplayer live stream anytime that I haven't confirmed it with them first. So Jimmy J is now saying that there will be a multiplayer live stream, which is the next the next live stream for Farming Simulator that I do, which is 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, I will be doing a multiplayer live stream. Move on up through here. According to Smoodalini, the pretty part is debatable. Harsh, dude. That's seriously harsh. I have feelings too, you know. I have. Okay, yeah, you're probably right. Let's not go down that road. Let's not go down that road. Do Old Stream Farm for the next Farming Simulator stream. I don't know. Last time you went to the multiplayer live stream and tried to cut Smoodo in half with the chainsaw. I thought I did cut Smoodo in half with the chainsaw. I mean, yeah, it may not have shown up on his screen, but it showed up on mine. I seen the chainsaw going right through him. Maybe that's not family. Maybe that's why it didn't show up properly for everybody, because that's not exactly family entertainment, is it? Cutting Smoodalini in half with the chainsaw, regardless of how much he may or may not have deserved it at the time. So yeah, the multiplayer live stream, kind of the idea is that we do, it's a little bit complicated, but essentially once a month we will do a multiplayer live stream. Multiplayer is for, the multiplayer first refusal is for anybody who is in the Great Book of Names, and then after that we will see about other people being able to join us as well. But the Great Book of Names take priority over anybody else being able to get in there. It's kind of an extra thank you to the community. So that's once a month. Every 4 weeks, roughly, there should be a multiplayer live stream. But it does depend on whether Jimmy J and Smoodalini have been able to work their magic and do it, because they are the ones behind the multiplayer live streams. Okay, that is not really my department. Then once a month also we do another Farming Simulator live stream, and that is a single player like we have got this evening. And then twice a month I do a different game. I do something completely non-Farming Simulator related. Last time I did ETS2, and I'm planning to do ETS2 again this time round as well. I'm gonna take a look at a couple of extra mods for the ETS2 live stream that should be coming next week. See if I can get some like really heavy stuff, that kind of thing, and see what I can do with that. So whether I do any more after that, I don't really know. I might keep doing some ETS2 for a little while longer. I may decide that no, 2 of them in a row is enough, and we will, oh, excuse me, I got hiccups, and we will move on and we'll go and do something else. But there's kind of like the pattern that we will have. Once a month you'll have a multiplayer, once a month you'll have a single player here on Farming Simulator 19, and every other week I do a non-farming game for people that want to see non-farming stuff. And yeah, that's about as clear as I can make it. I know it's a little bit complicated. Probably still be wrapping the headland with a normal speed wrapper. You're absolutely right. How to get details of the DIY channels asking how to get details of the multiplayer live stream and other Farming Simulator stuff. Go onto the Discord. All details, all announcements, everything is posted on the Discord. I do try to post stuff onto the Facebook page as well, but honestly, I'm not always able to keep that one updated. If you want the best chance of staying up to date with absolutely everything that's going on, come and join the Discord server. There's a link in the description down below that you can go and follow. It's to another video, but there's a link on that video to the Discord. And the reason I've done it like that is because if I've got to change the link at any time, I've only got to go and change one link very easily. I haven't got to go through 1,000 videos and change 1,000 links. So it keeps it nice and sweet and simple and easy. So if you want to join the Discord, you are more than welcome. Come along and have a look around, have a little chat with people. It's, you know, I do go on there most days, say good morning most days, I say good evening most days. I may not be able to hang around for very long some days, but I do get on there to at least say hello and stick my head in round the door most days and have a little chat. Yes, Marpic Illumination is just saying there will be a face reveal on this channel. There will be when I get 100,000 subscribers. And yeah, it's sort of slowed down a little bit of late, the number of subscribers coming in. A few people have commented on this, that it seems to be a lot slower than it was growing. And why haven't we reached 100,000 yet? Mainly because of all the other stuff I'm now doing. I'm producing a lot of content that is not Farming Simulator or Simulator at all related, and there's quite a few people that don't really seem to want non-simulator stuff being played, or aren't particularly interested in seeing all the other videos coming up all the time, and so have decided to leave the channel and go elsewhere. But it's starting to pick up again, so we're getting ever closer. We've got a lot of baling still to do in here, haven't we? Oh, actually, I'm just looking at the time. I was thinking, of course, we've only got like 30 minutes, and we want to be done. But no, we've actually got loads of time. We've got an hour and a half. I do aim for a 2-hour stream, so we should be fine. Should be able to get all of this lot, and close that one down. I love how fast this wrapper is. This is just insane. Unfortunately, this baler is not publicly available. This is one that Duck Zorley has gone and altered himself. And made available for a few people. So yeah, this is not one that I'll be providing a link for, but just know that it is as fantastic as it looks. It is quite awesome, and I'm quite pleased to use it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's and also the 8,000 litre bales. Let's be honest, 8,000 litres per bale is significantly better. The only way that this could be improved is if we were using that Crone Ultima baler, right? If we could have the Crone Ultima baler and we could have some of these modifications made to it as well, so it wraps this fast, but it does continuous feed into the baler as well as doing all of this, that would be perfect. That would be absolutely spot on perfect. Right. Just having a little look through chat to see if I've missed anything in particular. Ryan King, hello, is there anyone from Ireland? Well, I'm not from Ireland. Hello, Martin Christiansen. Hello, and welcome to you. Yeah, I love this turbo baler. Gempy, it is a very turbo baler. Oh, by the way, there is a very small chance that I may cut out this evening. I may lose internet connection. We've got Storm Hannah has decided to come and join us this evening, straight off of the Atlantic. And Storm Hannah is making a little bit of a noise outside. She's blowing around quite noisily and being a bit rowdy, blowing stuff around the place. And so if she decides that she's going to cut out the internet, there'll be nothing that I can do about it. We will simply go dead. And that'll be the end of the stream for tonight. I'm hoping, though, that Storm Hannah, despite her awesome, fearsome wrath, will not be so awesome and fearsome that she decides to remove my internet access. That's all I'm asking of Hannah this evening. And Lego Boy Gamer, what do you use to record your videos? I use a program called D3D Gear. It's what I'm also using to broadcast this stream with. You can find it on Steam. It is absolutely brilliant in my, as far as I'm concerned. It's when I was first looking around a few years ago for some streaming software, I was looking at like different reviews and stuff, and D3D Gear was very, like, very little was known about it, and there weren't very many people who were using it, but the ones that were using it could not sing its praises high enough because of the fact that it didn't slow your system down, right? There's so many others that would clog your system up. You'd be losing frame rates and stuff like that as you were trying to play, and recording was a bit clunky. It wasn't great. When I went and got D3D Gear, and it was relatively new software, the developer was still in the early stages of getting it working, and even then it was absolutely brilliant. It did not slow my system down at all. I did have some issues with it. I'm not going to lie, I definitely had some problems with it at times where it didn't work. It was crashing at every now and then. You'd get the like funny things happening. But the reason that I've stuck with this, and I always recommend it, is because when I posted about any issues that I was having with it, the developer was very, very fast to respond. Within 24 hours... well, within 24 hours, every time I had an issue, I would get a response within 24 hours when I posted on the Steam forums. And he personally worked with me a couple of times. There was some big issues. There was a big issue I was having with Farming Simulator 15. So we were going back a few years ago now. And he was having some real big issues. Well, I was having some real big issues, and I could not, there was like one thing, and it kept crashing the software, and I could not figure it out. And he came along, and he worked with me, and he asked permission to have remote access to my computer for a while. And yeah, I know that a lot of people would be really uncomfortable with that, but the remote access program he was using limited him to viewing only. But no. He was very careful to point out that it was limiting to view only, and it wasn't actually giving him full remote access. So he had view only on remote access, and he made sure that he provided links to the software, told me to go and look it up first and make sure that I was happy that I had the settings that would give him view only and nothing else. Someone takes the time to reassure you like that and makes sure that it is right. Yeah, that was absolutely brilliant. So he worked with me, and he got the issues sorted out that was like the major issues with the software. I've not had problems with this for years now. I've not had any serious problems for years. Occasionally you might get a crash, but you get that from any recording software. And there's now backups that he's got built into this software that if it does crash, 9 times out of 10, it still saves what it was recording. Occasionally you might get a bit of a problem, but not really. And honestly, I cannot recommend it enough. D3D Gear recording software. That is, if you're looking for recording software or broadcast software for your streams, that's the one that I recommend. And there are others available. There's loads of others available, but this is the one I recommend, based purely on how the developer has been with me over the years, and how he is now, how the software performs for me, and he still listens, and he's still trying to make sure that all the features that people might want are rolled out for what he's got. And so I can't recommend it strongly enough. And also, I never get any issues. I never get slowdown with it. When I'm recording, I spend hours. I spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours. I think like my Steam account is something obscene with the number of 1,000 hours played, mainly because I've got the D3D gear running, even if I'm not actually recording at the time, because it's still on. And this is a I have it all the time. I'm always using it, and I don't get any issues with games. And there are still, I know that a lot of other software now is like caught up, and you don't get those issues where it slows your system down a lot anymore. But I know that there are some recording softwares that still give you problems with slowing your system down. Never had that. Never ever had it. So that's what I use. And then for editing, someone else was asking about editing, I think. I use Cyberlink. Go to just Google Cyberlink. I use theirs. I've very, very recently moved on to their subscription model, so I get the most up-to-date version of their software at all times, and it is a very reasonable price as far as I'm concerned. Especially considering what I was paying for actual full copies of the software before I switched over to the subscription version. I would recommend that over any of the others as well. There's some fantastic software that they've got where they use your graphics card to help you with it basically uses your graphics card to help with the rendering, as well as there's a few other tricks and stuff, that bits of software that they've developed especially for video rendering technologies, and it's really good. It's absolutely fantastic. So those are the ones I recommend. They're the ones that I've been using for a very long time, and I wouldn't want it to be any other way. Right. Lossing P, hello, sir. I don't think I've actually spoken to Lossing P for quite a while. He's another trucker from the US. He does a lot of trucking. We regularly get pictures from Lossing P and Sneck and Cactus on our Discord from their trucking adventures around, well, I was going to say around the US, but it's the southern states of the US. But they regularly post pictures of what they see and where they go and what they do, and those pictures are absolutely fantastic. So it's brilliant. Anyone in here raise chickens? The feed guy. Well, I've raised chickens on my Ravenport playthrough. Does that count? I don't know if that counts. It's probably going to tell me that doesn't count. I used to keep chickens. Long time ago, I kept chickens. I haven't actually had anything to do with keeping chickens for several years. When I say several years, I mean quite a lot of years. But yeah, I used to. Long time ago. What else have we got? What else have we got? Right, don't want to miss. Lossing P, you think I'm going to flip the baler over? I'm not going to flip the baler over. Definitely not. He says. I probably shouldn't have said that. Something bad is going to go down now, isn't it? I'm going to end up flipping this baler right upside down. We got some square grass bales down here, and I'm wondering what I should do with them. I'm actually thinking that we should go and take these over to sheep. Like, we could just drop these. We might just leave the grass bales where they are and not worry about them. I would, though, like to just empty out this baler here with the last grass bale that we've got, so that we can get that one wrapped and done. I've got like little bits of grass dotted around, but I don't think I'm going to have enough to make a bale. Just don't think it's going to happen. No, we definitely don't have enough to do that. Well, we'll just tidy up a bit. I'm not going to tidy up everything. Don't worry. It's just going to be too tedious to go and do that. Right. I'll bring you to here, and I'm going to leave that baler right there. There we go. And I'm going to bring this one back into here, and I'm going to leave this one here. I'm not going to do anything else with it. It's going to stop there. Just like that. Now, what I am wondering is if I go and take this one, we could take this up to the straw field, and we could leave that one going just so that it's rowing 2 rows into 1 on the straw field before I get... There's Skittles, by the way. There's Skittles. That is our Valtra, otherwise known as Skittles. It's a beauty, isn't it? Isn't it an absolute beauty? Skittles. Whichever map we do go to next for our single-player live stream map, Skittles will be coming with us. Right? I will get another Valtra on the new map with those colours. I mean, maybe we'll change the colouring a little bit on the wheels, but probably not. We'll probably just stick with that. And Skittles will be joining us on whatever new map we go for. Now, we're just going to head up this way. I'm going to have a little drink a minute. Now, we'll open this up like this, and Snack and Cactus says about losing P. He only thinks he's a trucker. I've seen him drive. Wait, are you talking about me or are you talking about losing P? I'm not quite sure. He could be talking about either one of us, to be honest. These trucker boys and their senses of humour, you know, it's a job to keep up. Right. If I do that, I've just pressed H, is he going to go all the way up across and row this up properly? This is the big question. Right, the straw is a little thin on the ground, but I'm hoping it's going to be all right. It is going to get those little bits up through there. The coffee cup, I raise cattle for showing and for beef products. What map are you going to use for the time-lapse next from Ryan King? I don't really know yet. I haven't actually decided. It's still very much up in the air what map I use next for the time-lapse. I was thinking of doing it to around 24 episodes, 25 episodes on the time-lapse, so that then I would move on to another one, and we would do that. We'd get through 4 maps. I'm now thinking it's probably going to be more like 33 episodes that I do, something like that, and we'll end up doing 3 maps over the course of FS19. Most likely. There's no guarantee that that's what's going to happen, but that's what I'm sort of looking at most likely at the moment, is that we'll do 3 maps, and it'd be roughly 30 to 33 episodes per map. What the next one's going to be, I don't really know. I'm sort of looking at the moment, but I'm still trying to decide. Right, this does look like it's going to do a fantastic job, so we're going to leave that one going there. And we're going to move on to you. Now, we'll leave the square bales in the field exactly as they are for a minute. We're not going to do anything with those. We're going to take Skittles here. And, excuse me, I've got the hiccups now. I drank my coffee too fast. We're going to go and we're going to drive up to the next field. And we're going to collect our other bale collector up through here. Because I left it up in this field at the top. And then we'll bring that one back and we'll gather up a load of the silage bales and we'll go and stack them somewhere. I'm not quite sure where we're going to put them. We need to put them in the yard somewhere. I mean, admittedly, we're probably not, we're not going to be coming back to this map after this stream, but we still want to have somewhere to, you know, put things, and we need to kind of try and do it properly, don't we? We don't want to just give up and not do things properly. It's not proper, is it? That's the problem. We're not doing it. It's not proper. I thought there was more than that. I thought this took more. Honestly, I thought it was more than 24 bales. I suppose it's not. It's 3 times 8. Yeah. I thought it was long. I thought it was longer than 8 bales. But anyway, we'll run this back down to the bottom, and we've got. I'm just having a look. Get Skittles a front loader. Loader arm one colour, and then attachments would... Okay, yeah. Yeah, we could have front loader on it. Lots of different colours on Skittles. That could be pretty cool. We might do that on the next map. We won't do it on this map, but we might do that on the next map, depending on what the map is. We're still not sure what the map is. I am seeing a little bit of love for the idea of doing old streams. Obviously, old streams isn't going to be for everybody, so yeah, we'll have to sort of see what people want. Some people, I suspect, are not going to like the idea of old streams, whereas others are really, really going to love it. So let's go up through here a minute. How quickly does this load? That's the only thing with... I remember now. That's the only thing with this one is it's a little bit slow with the loading process with the bales. It's not too bad, but it's definitely slower than the square bale ones. But that being said, you can pick up 24 bales in one go, whereas you haven't got that many being able to be picked up with any of the other ones. So, you know, there's pros and cons with it. There's definitely pros and cons. We'll go right up to the other end of the field and we'll gather all the ones up the other end. Right. Ryan King has got issues with Hannah. Hannah is causing problems. I think... Hang on, Ryan King, you're over in Ireland, aren't you? I think Hannah is giving Ireland more of a bashing than she's giving us over here in the UK. Upsala Hazumakstedt. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you yet. You could have been here lurking for a while, but I don't think I've seen you for a little bit yet. Storm, Hannah is a storm. It's a named storm. Storm Hannah is coming in off the Atlantic and giving the UK a bit of a bashing at the moment. We've got, well, England and Ireland are getting a thorough beating from Hannah tonight. Tonight is the big night. Hannah's big debut performance tonight is happening on the west coast of, well, sort of the western half of the UK, and also Ireland is also taking a thorough pounding from Hannah. So I'm right down in the southwest of the UK, so I'm kind of hoping that Hannah isn't too extreme for me and doesn't knock out my internet, because that would not be very good. Michael Snyders says that we need a ducky version of this Bale collector, much like we've got the ducky version of the wrapper. I concur. I think that would be very, very good. I might be able to persuade Ducky to make me a ducky version of this one. He might be willing to do that, provided I promise not to go and furbish links for anybody, which I definitely wouldn't do. Like the wrapper that we've just seen before, there will be no links provided for that one. That is a private mod that Ducky has done for a few people that are able to use it. I think it's one that's able to be used on his server or something. I can't really remember now. But no, certainly for any, if I'm given something that isn't publicly available by someone like Ducky, then I definitely, absolutely would not be providing links for it. But it would still be pretty cool, because it would speed things up quite a lot for us with the stream, and I think that would be very awesome. You'd be able to just go whizzing around, you'd grab it like super, super fast as you go whizzing through the field. I mean, I like this, don't get me wrong, I really like this, and being able to pick up 24 bales at once with this thing is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's awesome. Rem LLC, you got pretty cool videos in time lapse. Keep making them. Be cool if you made a time. Right, yeah. People have asked about time lapse on multiplayer server before. People have asked about doing time lapse doing multiplayer with me to make time lapse. It's not something that can happen. Alright, it's just not something that could work out. It's not something I'd be able to make work for the style of time-lapse that I like to do, the style of time-lapse that I want to do, and my home life. I struggle sometimes to make this one live stream per week. One multiplayer per month is the maximum limit of what I can do. because of my home life. Because my wife, Senleia, is, as many of you know, she's not always very well. She's got multiple sclerosis. She's also got something called sarcoidosis, which basically the two of them together give her a string of health problems that can sometimes leave her completely bedbound for weeks at a time. Plus, we've got 2 children, one of whom is autistic, and it generally means, I'm not like saying this for sympathy vote or anything like that. I'm not interested in sympathy. It just generally means that I can't make time commitments. That's what it amounts to, is I cannot make time commitments. Just wondering where I should stash it. I think I'm going to stash these bales in between the shed there, I think. I think that's a good spot. We'll shove them back in there. If I can put them back in there like that. I'll go and put it back up through here. But yeah, it essentially means that we can't... I can't make a timed commitment on things. I can't say, yes, I can go and do this at this time, and I'll do that every week, or I'll do that every day, because I can't do it. I literally can't do it. It's such a huge number of variables for that. It's just not something that can really happen. Okay, unload bales. Oh yeah, this one, it doesn't give you the option for changing how the bales unload. You've literally got this one option here for unloading the bales, right? It slides them off like this. Now, I'm not going to move the... if I don't move the tractor, it slides the bales backwards behind us. So I need to just slowly inch the tractor forward as they come off, like that. And that is absolutely fantastic. That is brilliant. I really, really do like this thing. This trailer, I genuinely love this trailer. I think it's brilliant. I am wondering if... no, because... I think leaving the bales where they are. I think the bales where they are is a good thing. We'll leave them right there, and then the straw bales, they can go undercover, can't they? We could put some of those into the sheds. We've got a load of bales right there. Where do we sell bales? I can't remember now. Main problem I've seen with the old stream map is the workers just mess up constantly with everything. Right. Well, we will have... we got the barn up there for selling bales. We might go and take the bales we got left and take them to the barn and sell them. Because we've got a whole load of bales now that are now stored on the map. I tell you what. We will park this one up a minute. Actually, before we park up, let's go back over here and check on this. This is still working absolutely fantastic, and it looks like we've almost exactly got double the width of what the combine did. Oh no, it is creeping around. So there may be 1 or 2 lines where we've only got 1 line of straw. There may be 1 or 2 passes where we've only got 1 line of straw. I don't know. It's a job to really tell what it's doing at times. Anyway, we'll leave that one go, and we're going to go back over to you. Right. Let's take this one here, and we'll go and get the baler, and we'll do some more baling. I'm still... yeah, we'll do it with this. We will do the baling with this one. Actually, no, we don't need to, do we? We've got a square baler up there. And yes, it's slower picking up the square bales, but it's because we'd have to use this stacker right here. I think it's that one, or it might be we could go and get a different one. But no, if we use the square baler, the baling will get done an awful lot faster. And today is mostly about baling. Today is we're doing baling today, and we will be doing some other stuff as well, sort of moving a few things around. But mostly we are going to concentrate on baling. So let's get this one here going. I know that I've got some round bales up in the straw field as well. I think it would be good if we could have this one. So this is a Stevie baler. So we'll see if he's actually sped up the baler itself. Whether the maximum speed of the baler travelling across the field is any faster than the other one. Will I use seasons in the next time-lapse series if it's ready by then? I probably will. Probably. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I probably will. Ryan King wants me to use an Irish map for the next time-lapse. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to use I don't know what country I'm going to next. I get every single... Obviously, everybody who watches, they want me to use a map from the country that they come from, right? I get requests all the time for a US map, a Canadian map, a British map, elsewhere in Europe, Irish. So I'm not just basing it on that. I'm gonna... This is actually quite slow. I thought he'd have sped it up a bit more than this. Still, at least we're getting going. And of course, this is a narrower run on this side. It'll be a bit faster. Well, we'll produce bales faster on the next look. But there we have Skittles, hard at work, up and down the field. I do love Skittles. Isn't Skittles a wonderful tractor? Isn't he wonderful? Come over this way and just grab that little bit there. Yeah, I don't know what map I'm going to next. I absolutely don't have a clue. I'm always open to suggestions for the map. I'm not going to base my preference of the map on what country it's in. I will decide on the actual map itself, and then I'll make the story fit. That's basically what I do. Is the map itself is the important feature, especially for the time-lapse. The ridiculous number of hours that I have to do on the time-lapse in order to make it work. I'm not going to take a map that I'm only half interested in, because otherwise I will just come to loathe and detest the time-lapse, and if I really don't want to do it, then it's going to make a much poorer quality one. So I will consider my options when it comes to the different maps. And seasons, yeah, we'll wait and see. It may not be ready until after the next map is done, because obviously we've got the modding contest coming up. They may not be releasing seasons until the modding contest is actually done. So I'm not quite sure about that. It might be that we just use seasons for the final map of the of FS19. We'll have to see. Ryan G wants me to go to Oakfield when it's out. Pablo, am I from the UK or am I from the US? No, I'm from the UK. I am from the southwest corner of the UK. I have never set foot in the US in my life. I have never even set foot on either of the American continents. I lived in Australia and Papua New Guinea for a few years when I was younger. I stopped off in Asia when I was flying out there. We stopped in Singapore for about 12 hours. So that was the sum total of my travels to Asia. Was I went to Singapore for 12 hours and I didn't go outside the airport. I've never set foot anywhere in the continent of Africa or Antarctica. I've been to very limited spots in Europe, which is here in the UK, and I think I may have gone just across the channel. I don't actually remember. Yeah, I'm not sure. So, yes, I have travelled. I have been right around the world, but I didn't actually see very much between here and the opposite side of the planet. So, no, I've never been to the US. Don't use... Myopic Illumination says, Frith, don't use a USA map due to your legal problems in the US. As a police officer in the States, I may have to arrest you and most likely get me kicked out of the Great Book of Names. Well, Myopic Illumination is actually a police officer. We know that. He's told us over on Discord. He's a real-life police officer. But, yeah, for those of you who don't know, he's actually referring to something that happened in the time-lapse series. I had legal issues in the US, and I was deported. And I was told never come back. But, you know, if we do have a suitable US map, then maybe I would go back. Or I might just, you know, slip in the north and go to Canada instead. It may work. It may actually work. Myopic Illumination he may, you know, if he's saying that he's going to have to arrest me, he may be open to a monetary suggestion that he looks the other way. You never know, he might be. Hello from Croatia, and good luck with the bales, says David Benchevik. Hello from the UK, and hello to Croatia. David, it's very nice to meet you. Legal PC issues. It was legal PC issues. It was indeed. There was some serious issues there. Yeah, I do. Tyrone H, I do like the Skittles name. Skittles is absolutely perfect for this tractor. It really is. And I'm loving the suggestion, whoever it was that gave it, of getting a different coloured front loader for it as well. And then having a, different coloured implements on the front. Which we will do with whichever map we go and live stream from next. Not the multiplayer, but whichever map we go to next. Smooderlini may provide me with a Skittles-like tractor for the multiplayer as well. You never know. He may be interested. That's up to him, though. You'll have to speak to him about that, as to whether or not I will be getting a Skittles-type tractor in the next live stream. We'll have to see. Right. We'll come up here. I'm just looking at the time and trying to decide what it is that we're going to do next. We've got a load of grass bales, and we can take some of those grass bales and we can put them in for our sheep. We could go and buy some cows, and we could get water, and we've now got a load of straw up here so that we could feed the cows. Or we could do something else on this map. So I want some suggestions in the comments right there. What would you like me to do for the remaining hour of this stream? We've got a little bit of baling left that we can carry on doing if we want to. Or we can, well, I'll probably finish up this little strip of baling. I've done all the rest of the baling, so it's only right that I do finish up this bit. But what would you like me to spend the rest of the time doing? Should we make sure that we gather up all of the bales, or should I... How do I always manage to do that? Right, I was literally just pulling out of the way so that I could come down this end and get a full line going on this particular one right here. And I dropped the bale right on the edge of the road. Yeah, what do you want me to do? Coming up through here, what do you want me to do for the last hour of the live stream? Do you want me to get the cows and get them all, if we get our bales back, or get some of the bales back and get some cows in and get them fed, that sort of thing? We've already got some planting done, and we've done mowing and rowing up and stuff like that on this map. We've got some sheep. We could always go and get more sheep in the sheep pen, and we could go and feed them. I can go and get a forage wagon, and I'd have to go and buy a field and do some mowing if I was to do a forage wagon. So really, to feed the sheep, we would just have to go and take some of the grass bales and dump those in. We'll have to find some water for them as well. An FS19 bale cannon repeat. Now, finish your jobs. Collect and sell the bales or store them. Sugar beet contract. Okay, yeah, we could do a sugar beet contract. Down through here. It's really what the feed guy said. So, yeah, right. You're a good person, my friend, and not many people would share bits of their lives like with complete strangers and deal with what you have on your plate and not want a pity party. Well, you know, it's no. I've always sort of found that people that really want pity don't generally deserve it. And people that do possibly deserve it definitely don't want it. And I do have people saying, oh, well, you know, you deserve pity. No, I don't. My wife is the one with the issues, not me. I'm not the one with the issues. All I got to do is play games. You know, my life is pretty sweet, let's be honest. I spend my time playing computer games. And for a lot of people here watching, that's a pretty... much a dream job, really. That's what we're doing. So yeah, no, I don't share it to go after pity or any nonsense like that. The reason I share it is because I know that there are some other people who also go through these kinds of issues. There are people who go through difficult times, and the main message that I always want to put out is you're not alone, right? Anybody who's going through difficult time, anybody who's like facing something that's really, really tough, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're going through something that you're really struggling with, you're not alone. You're absolutely not alone. There's other people who also go through things like that. There are other people who understand what you're going through. There's people out there who understand what you're facing every single day. It is, it's like, you know, don't lose hope. Don't lose heart. Don't despair. There are other people who are going through the same thing. There are people who can come and talk to you. If anybody watching is going through some really rough times and you want someone to talk to, even if it's not me, I can't always come and talk to people, join the Discord, because there are people on there who understand. There are people on there who have been through some rough times and have got the time to be able to talk to you. And if they can't, they can help you out with advice on people you can talk to about certain things. If you are going through any kind of rough time and you are wanting someone to talk to but you haven't got anyone in your immediate life, come and join the Discord. We've got people on there. It would really help. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Who sounded German on the multiplayer? How could you possibly have known... Wait, what? Smudo is German? What do you mean Smudo is German? He kept that quiet. I thought he was Australian. No, I didn't. Smudo is German. Yeah, Smudolini is German. Ryder is Dutch. I didn't actually know that, Ryder. Honestly, I thought you was... Yeah, for some reason I thought Ryder was Swedish. Ryder is someone else who spends a lot of time on the Discord. We're always having a chat and a laugh, and he very frequently drops in and says hello. For some reason I thought that you were Swedish, Ryder. I don't know why. Why did I think you were Swedish? Okay, I'm very confused now. Why? Like, not confused about you being Dutch. I'm just confused as to why I may have thought that you were Swedish. I'm just trying to figure this out. Why on earth would I think that... I don't know. I've probably just got you confused with someone else. I've been very, very confused. I've been doing a lot of driving. Right. Still a cheesehead. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. I shall forever refer to the Dutch as cheeseheads from this point on. And it's all Ryder's fault. If anybody asks, I will blame Ryder for this. Cheeseheads. Yes. And also, I seen a post the other day, which was absolutely fantastic, and it was about a German guy in, I think it's in the UK, and obviously, he wasn't, like, he was struggling a little bit with English, and couldn't find the right words. He'd gone into a restaurant, and he could not find the right words for his cutlery. He couldn't really explain what the word was, and he wanted to get some cutlery. And in the end, he ended up referring to the cutlery as food weapons, which I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fantastic. It was brilliant. And I shall forever do the same as... This was a post on Facebook that I seen, but I shall forever do the same as what the person on Facebook said. I shall now forever, now and always, refer to them as food weapons. Absolutely fantastic. So this guy comes into the store, to the restaurant, and he cannot figure out what the word is for cutlery, and so he asks, or it says something about food weapons. That is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's awesome. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. There is nothing finer than referring to them forever as food weapons. It's awesome. Just, Snake and Cactus says just Ryder is the cheesehead. Leave the other Dutch people out of it. Okay. No, it's too late now. It's too late. I shall forever be referring to all Dutch people as cheeseheads. And if anybody says, well, that's a bit racist, that's not very nice, you can't be saying things like that, Mr. Frithgar, I shall say, well, it's Ryder. Ryder told me. Okay? It is entirely Eugene's fault. First person in the comments to tell us what... And I'm talking about people who aren't regular contributors on Discord right now. Why on earth would I call Ryder Eugene? Does anybody know? No, you're not allowed. Smoothleeny, you can't answer. And neither can you, Ryder, because you know. And there's a few other people who regularly watch. Why would I be calling Ryder Eugene? I often refer to him as Eugene. It's brilliant. And no. What are you thinking about? Reminds me of English learning class commercial. Non-English speaking Coast Guard gets a mayday. Help, we're sinking. Hello, what are you thinking about? Patrio Gracemark, I haven't said hello to you this morning, I don't believe. So, hello to you. It's morning for him, by the way. It's evening for me, I appreciate. Evening for all of us here in Europe. But Patrio Gracemark, yes. And Brian, hello, Krausel Mouse. I might be the only Maltese person on here. You might be, actually. You may be the only Maltese person. Every time I hear someone saying they're Maltese, I just want to say that they're a Malteser. I don't know if I should. Like honestly, I have to really fight the urge to not refer to them as Maltesers, but just Maltese. I'm not sure if this is rude or not. Would you consider Krausel Mouse? Would you consider it rude for me to be referring to you as Malteser rather than Maltese? I'm honestly not sure. You can refer to the British any way you like in exchange. I don't mind. You can refer to me by anything you like. I'm just not sure if it would be considered excessively rude or if it would be acceptable and mildly amusing. Because you never can quite tell, can you? Jan Kalita, hi all, how are we doing today? Well, I'm doing great. I'm driving the Skittle around at the moment. Well, not the Skittle. I'm driving Skittles. It's the name of this tractor. Skittles here. We've got 3 people from New Zealand, according to Jimmy J. And that's not bad. What time is it in New Zealand? I know for over in Western Australia, where Patrio Gracemark is at the moment, it's obscenely early in the morning. I don't know just how obscenely early. I think you're looking at something like 4 a.m. It might be 5 a.m. by this point, but it is very early. It's Team Trashin' It, 3:11 in Tennessee. Hello from the USA. Is that 11 minutes past 3 in the morning or 11 minutes past 3 in the afternoon? I think, no, actually, US, you're behind me, aren't you? So that would be in the afternoon. That's in the afternoon. Jimmy J is 12 minutes past 8 in the morning. Well, that's a very respectable time. You were complaining that you were up ridiculously earlier on, although I suppose that was well over, and that was like nearly 2 hours ago, which would make it 12 minutes past. That would make it 12 minutes past 6 in the morning, which is quite early. He was complaining that he had to get up because it was for the live stream, and he has to get up early for my live stream. Obscenely. Patro Gracemark says what? Patro Gracemark says that he got up at 2 a.m. this morning, and it wasn't just for the live stream. He happened to wake up at 2 a.m. I swear some of these people aren't even human. Half of my life, I don't even go to bed until 2 a.m. Like, honestly, it's approaching 2 a.m. when I'm thinking about going to bed. Not getting up. That's like bedtime. Not getting up time. That's oh, that's brilliant. 2 a.m. Goodness me. Goodness gracious. 3:11 p.m. for Team Trashin' It. Yes, that would make sense. Right. We have exactly and precisely one more load. That is all of the round bales from here. We've got one full stack of 24 round bales that we have kept back. These bales here, we're going to go and take these and we're going to sell them. We'll go and drive up the road. So the main request is that... Oh, Smoodelini, what does BGA stand for? Is it German? That's from Uppsalahas Markstedt. Hang on! Uppsalahas Markstedt, aren't you Swedish? You're the Swedish guy I'm thinking about, aren't you? I'm pretty sure he's Swedish. From Sweden, no less. What was I saying? Yeah, we've got 24 bales that we kept back, so we'll take these 24 bales and we'll sell these. Because I'm pretty sure most of you wanted me to keep, like, get rid of all the bales, clear all the bales off the fields. Whatever happens, you want me to get rid of all of the bales. Oops, careful. Right, now, my biggest mistake that I was making last time was I kept driving on past places that I wasn't supposed to drive past. And I was generally missing the turnings. So I don't want to do that this time. I want to make sure I turn off at the right place. What's this? Marwell Zoo. I don't want to go to the zoo. I don't think I need to go to the zoo. There's a house right there. No, I don't want to go there either. I'll keep on coming up here. Oh, steady. This is... See, this is why this map would be a real pain for me to use with time-lapse. Because of the trees overhanging the road right here. Right? And you can't... Like, I'd have to edit a whole load of these trees out of the way before I started playing this map. Because it would just drive me balmy. It really would. Trees are a real pain when you try and do the time-lapse, because you've got to move the camera like this. Well, then you speed that up by about 30 times, and it's just hideous. Like, when I'm trying to edit something that I've got a lot of camera movement on, it really genuinely makes me feel ill. So I can't imagine what it's like with the finished product when it goes a little bit faster still, and then you poor folks got to watch it. Let's back up. Ah, yes, he is up to the Markstedt. I'm Swedish by heart and honor. Yes. You, sir, are the one I thought was Swedish. So, Ryder, I apologize. You are indeed the cheesehead. It was, it's... Hang on, let me just bring that back around here. Ryder is the cheesehead. He's from he's Dutch, from Holland. And Uppsala Haza is the Swedish guy that I was thinking of. I got the two of you confused. I do apologize for that. It will not happen again. Well, it probably will. Right, so someone was talking about... Oh, okay, I've just sold a whole load of them there. I love the way it's doing that. 12,000. There, that's the rest of them. Right, I'll stop unloading now. So we just got roughly £100,000 for selling those bales right there. That's pretty good going, really. Now, let's have a look in here, and we go to our garage, and we've got our leased items there. You take 16 bales. Think, actually, 16 bales is the most that we're going to get. Oh, hang on. Garage. Yeah. That one there's 24 bales, and then that one there is 16 bales. So if I go into here and we go to Baling Technology, we know that that one takes 16 bales. And then that's a round bale one. There's 24. That's round bales. There's 24. That one is 16. That one is 14. So we'll stick with the one that we've got down the other end. We will gather up the grass bales and we'll keep those back. And then we've got the straw bales that we'll be bringing up through and we'll be using those. So I want to go... Right, wait a minute. If I'm here, I want to go up that way, down here, we'll go to the shop. So that's the route that we'll be taking. We'll be going up through this way in order to be able to sell the bales off of Field 15. We'll go back this way for now. Oop. Mind the traffic. We'll go back this way for now. And... then we'll go the other way, so we're not having to go up along the road with the other bale stacker. It'll make life a bit easier for us, I think. We will have to do a little bit of road travel, but not very much. But yeah, this right here, these trees overhanging the road like this. Yes, it is realistic. Don't get me wrong. It's very realistic having the trees overhanging like this. You get this all throughout the UK. But it's also, when you come to record a time-lapse, it's a bit of a nuisance. When I say a nuisance, I mean an absolute jolly nuisance. It really is. Let's swing in round here. Flying up through. And... up round there. Oh. Steady. Steady. Trying to read the chat at the same time as driving up these smaller, narrow roads. It's not going very well. It really isn't. We'll go swinging in through here. So we will leave this bale collector right here, because we've got a couple more round bales out in the field, but not very many. So we can leave those for a minute. And then we'll swing round. Oh, I touched it. I did just touch it, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. We'll leave the grass bales there for a second. Actually, no. We're here, aren't we? We may as well grab the grass bales. We will do it. If I go like that. And I'm not going to turn those grass bales into silage ones this time. We'll do those some other time. We'll make a load of grass bales. Let's... Oh, no. I need to just go to B, don't I? I think this one, again, is a bit slower than the standard one. Although I do like the way that it grabs them nice and easy. Yeah, this is slower than the game standard one. Although, if I remember correctly, this one does allow you to grab the bale. Oh, no, it doesn't. It allows you to grab the bale sideways, which is good. That's the same as the other one does. Right, you can grab them sideways. Sort of. Actually, let's have a look at that a minute. Let's see if we can go completely sideways on with bale, because you can get it sideways on. Oh, yes, you can with this one as well. Okay. That's answered that question. You can get the bale sideways on. You just got to wait for it to, like, reload its position on there before it will actually take it. How many bales have we got down here? I think we've got 16. We'll go and take these. We'll drop these off near the sheep on our way through, and then we'll go back round again. And then we move up here. Right, while I'm doing this, I can read it through. Keycap, where is my PC setup? Hang on, so someone wants... Oh, right, there we go. Right, are you going to do a tour of your recording room anytime soon? We would love to see that. Well, my recording room is my living room. So during the day, the kids have to stay out of here if they're home from school. It's just my standard living room. So I don't show the rest of the living room because family photos and stuff on the walls, and you know, other you know, general just life and general mess and that sort of thing. So I don't really do anything like that. But I do occasionally take a few pictures of my computer, my setup that I've got, and there's a few of them on Instagram. I do have an Instagram. Just go and look up Frithgar on Instagram, and there I am in all my glory. There's no pictures of me, but there's pictures of stuff I do. Mostly it's pictures of food I eat, because really bizarrely, or I find it bizarre anyway, I get more likes on pictures of my dinner than I get likes on pictures of literally anything else I ever post. Some weeks I post almost daily on Instagram. Other weeks I post maybe one picture in a week. The last couple of weeks I haven't been very active on any social media. I haven't been all that active on Discord either, because I've had a lot going on at home. But I do try to post stuff every now and then. And I have, in past, I have posted up pictures of my my setup, of my 4 monitors, my PC, my steering wheel, all the lot. And you can just sort of see it all laid out. Several people are genuinely, absolutely horrified by my setup, because my keyboard is extremely dusty and extremely dirty at all times, and I've no intention of really doing anything much about it. The keys on the keyboard are just about completely worn off, and, well, I'm going to eventually replace my keyboard, but I never really bother cleaning the dust off of it. And some people are genuinely horrified by the amount of dust that is around. Ryan King, do I have Snapchat? Well, yes and no. I am on Snapchat, and I have got the name Frithgar on Snapchat, but I'm not... Okay, I'm not quite sure why that's unloading like that. It's leaving it... It's probably because of the stuff that's underneath it, and because the ground is so uneven. That is terrible unloading. Look at it! That stack is about ready to fall over. Why is that stack about to fall? Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh. Those tyres have actually got substance to them. That would be why. That's our issue right there, is the tyres. The tyres have substance. So yes, I have Instagram on there, and Snapchat, yes, I'm on there, but I won't be accepting any friend requests or anything like that on Snapchat. The reason I've gone on there and I've got the name Frithgar on there, and it does have my logo on it so that people know who I am, is so that someone else doesn't go and get it and start pretending to be me and posting stuff that I would not post, or trying to interact with people in a way that I would not interact with. So yes, I'm on Snapchat. No, I won't be talking to anybody on Snapchat, unfortunately. I'm very sorry about that. I will not be accepting any friend requests at all on Snapchat. And I'll be doing my best to keep it as hidden from view as possible, because I don't want someone else using that name and pretending to be me and doing things like that, which I just don't think that would be right. Kieran Duggan says that I can pick up those tyres, the ones that I was just going to dump the grass bales on, which I didn't realise. We might go and have a look at that a bit later and see if we can pull them out from underneath the grass bales. We'll see if we can do that before we finish. If we can get these bales now, we're going to drive down through field 16 there and go to the sell point, and we'll sell them. And then we'll come back and we'll see if we can do something about those tyres underneath the bales. The expert player, did you read my very nice messages? I have no idea. What nice messages where? You've been watching me since the beginning. Expert player, you've been watching me since the beginning. That is absolutely fantastic. I really appreciate that. Where and when did you send me messages? I get lots of messages from lots of people all the time, and I absolutely have the best intentions for replying to messages, but I get a lot of messages. I'm not always able to reply to messages. So if people send me messages and I'm not able to reply, I really do apologize for that. I don't mean to, like, just ignore it. And I do, honestly, I try to reply to messages whenever I get them. I really, really do. But I'm just not able to do it all the time. And it does bug me. It really, really does bug me that I'm not able to reply to all messages. Because I know that it can mean a lot to people, right? It really does mean a lot to people. The expert player, somewhere in his chat. All right. Well, yeah, I've seen... Excuse me, I'm getting all croaky again now. Hang on. I need a drink. That's what I need. I'm looking up through expert player. You deserve the best and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. But say about messages, because I do get several people asking. Oh, something else. I will just say I have got it in the description now. And thank you very much to the couple of people that have actually sent me something. It's very cool getting something through the post. There is now, I have actually got an address that people can post things to. It's a P.O. box address. I wasn't going to, like, start publishing my home address, but I'm now able to have a P.O. box address because some people were asking if I had an address that they could post something to, and I've had to say no up until now, but now I have somewhere that I can post things, and I think it's absolutely brilliant that I've got that. So in the description down below is an address. You'll find out on any video that I post. And Lollipop, yes, this is... For those of you who have just joined the stream, for those of you who have not yet been introduced to Skittles, our tractor. This tractor right here is called Skittles, okay? For obvious reasons. Well, actually, it may not be obvious. You may not be aware that a packet of Skittles is a packet of brightly coloured sweets, all different colours, all colours of the rainbow. This tractor is known as Skittles. And in the next live stream, on the next map that we do, we will be getting a front loader with a different colour again, and the front loader implements will have a different colour again. This is Skittles, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd just like to introduce you to Skittles. And Skittles is our main tractor. We do use other tractors from time to time, but Skittles is the main go-to tractor on our live streams, and will remain so as well. A lot of people seem to like Skittles. There are those of you who complain about going blind because of Skittles' absolute gloriousness, and you can't cope with Skittles' gloriousness. But secretly, I think that you're all actually falling in love with Skittles, and you never want him to change, and you think that Skittles should stay here in all his glorious fabulousness from now until the end of time, or at least until FS21 hits, in which case we'll have to try and find another one. So we will see. But this is Skittles. Tyrone H, I'm going to send 500 cream eggs. 500 cream eggs, my goodness me. I have enough like, I have a rather, as you can imagine, right, I'm a YouTuber. I spend most of my life sat down playing computer games. It's a rather sedentary lifestyle. I spend a lot of my time sitting down, not doing a great deal. 500 cream eggs is not going to help me with making sure that my belt can do up another notch. In fact, I suspect it might move things the other way. Considering that I also like cream eggs, no. Whoa, what are you doing? Apparently the shed is not big enough for the both of us. However, I do like the fact that we just got £20,000 for a load of straw. That is rather impressive for a small load. A small trailer load of straw has just earned us £20,000. That's pretty impressive. £20,000 is roughly, what do we look at? I think the euro and the US dollar are pretty much on a par at the moment. There's not a lot of difference between them, I don't think. There may be some variation in it, but I don't think there's a huge amount of difference between the euro and the US dollar. £20,000 is going to be looking at roughly $26,000, 26,000 euros. It would be roughly 40,000 Australian dollars. I don't know what New Zealand dollars it's currently standing at, so that one I've no idea. And I don't know what Canadian dollars is either, in relation to all of them. Alright, let's go whizzing on up through here. What happened to Bertie the Bud? Could you get him in a live stream? Bertie the Bud. Right. Bertie the Bud is here. Okay, we do have Bertie. And some people have told me I should never call him Bertie again, because yeah, everybody calls Big Bud Bertie. Or Bertha. But there is the Big Bud, whether you want to call it Bertie or Bertha or Alfred or George even. Is right there. But I just didn't really think it was suitable for this map. I think maybe something like Old Streams would be much more suitable for something like this. Now there's a challenge. See if we can see how many jobs we could do on Old Streams using the Big Bud. Maybe, well, I was going to say with triple wheels, but that might just be taking it a bit too far. You know, it would be fun doing it with the Big Bud, but, you know, using triple wheels on that, I think that would just be being silly. And we don't want to be silly now, do we? We need to keep it a little bit. Jimmy J says everyone send him one Skittle each. Seriously? Seriously, Jimmy? I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't want to actively encourage people to start posting me Skittles. One Skittle apiece. It could be actually. And not only that, it'd be rather expensive for some of you from around the world. So no, don't go doing that. $1 US is 0.8 euros at the moment. So actually, it would be more like well, say 23,000 euros, $26,000, £20,000. What we got for the straw. 25,844 US dollars. Not bad. I said 26,000, didn't I? That wasn't far out. That was fairly close. The 100,000. Yeah, we are getting close to 100,000. You will have your face reveal at some point. Senleia has already picked out the pictures for the first face reveal video. The first face reveal video is going to just be some family photos. We're going to show you a load of family photos, and that's all you're getting. And then once we get the actual silver play button turn up, we're going to do a face reveal live. Well, like the second version of the face reveal will be us doing an unboxing of the silver play button. When I say us, I mean myself and my two sons and Senleia as well. All of us, the four of us, are all going to be doing it. We're going to do the unboxing of the silver play button. I will not be posting that video on the main channel. That video will be posted on the Frithgar 2.0 channel instead. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll post it on the Frithgar 2.0 because there's a few people that don't want to see my face. There's a few people that don't want to see a face reveal. And I quite understand that. You get an idea of what a person might look like in your own head, and you don't really want to spoil that with, real life. So currently I've obviously got quite a lot of people that think I look something like the guy that plays Thor in all of those Avengers movies. And you obviously don't want me bursting that bubble, and I can understand that because obviously I'm far more devilishly handsome than he is, and you just wouldn't be able to live in the presence of such greatness, would you? I'm sure that's what it is. Okay, maybe not. But no, I won't be doing a face reveal on this channel. That will be exclusive to Frithgar 2.0. I won't put it on this one. Purely for the people that don't want to see it. And I got no plans to be doing any videos with a camera either, like live streams or anything else. I'm not going to be setting up a webcam and sticking my ugly mug down in the corner because I personally don't like it. I don't think it really adds to... It does add to some games. There are some games that it is actually, I feel it can add to it, but I don't actually play any of those games. I don't think that any of the games I play would benefit from it. And for those of you who really do want to go and look, there is actually a face reveal video for me on the channel already. I mean, I don't look directly at the camera, but there is an old video lurking around on the channel from many years ago, and yeah, it is of me. It is of actual me. Let's just lower that one down there. Right, if we back in far enough, it is actually possible to do that. So that is all of the bales picked up, except for a couple of... I think there's like one grass bale left out in one field, and there's maybe 2 round bales or 3 round bales in the other grass field. So we may have to go and get those in a minute, do something with them. But before we do that, we're going to go back to the main yard, and we're going to have a look and see if we can manually get those tyres out from underneath the bales where the sheep are. And we could also do with feeding the sheep. Ooh. Just thinking. Maybe we ought to get it. Have we got any kind of tanker? Have I got any kind of tanker at the moment? I'm going to need to look here. Garage. Right, well, I got nothing there. Let's go to owned items, shall we? And go like that. I got sprayer. I got fuel bowser right there. I don't. Right, well, in which case, I will go here. And I'll go to animals. And I'm going to go with that one, I think. We'll go with this one right here. Now, main colour, you can have chrome, stainless steel, or black. That's it for colours. Just go with that. Right, fine. Okay, buy that one. Yes. 25,000. It's very expensive, that is. Right. I will back this one up here. And I'm just going to drop that one off there for now. Not that it really matters, because we're not going to be coming back streaming on this map again, and we've only got 20 minutes left for this stream. And I want to grab this one, so that we can get a little bit of water and we can put it in for the sheep. Now all I got to do is find where's water. Where is there actually water on this map? If I gotta go... Hang on, that's the water there, isn't it? By field 20, is that where the water is? Go over and we'll have a look. Old Finnish farmer. Hey, folks. Been a long time since I joined in the last time. Hello, Old Finnish farmer. It is good to see you here again, sir. I heard Valtra is making a lawsuit against Frithgar about mistreating their brand of the lovely painted tractors. No. No, say it ain't so. Uppsalahasa Markstead is someone who does not fully appreciate poor Skittles. He doesn't. And I cannot understand, I don't understand why you don't like him. What has he ever done to you? He's look, in all his gloriousness. He's wonderful, he's beautiful. How can you not like it? There is a water tap by the main shed's silo. Main sheds, is what, these up here? Water in the river. Oh, the river I went across. Okay. Let's go back to the river. I just drove across the river. Do I go there? Frith, do you feel bad for letting poor Jamie get killed? I wondered what you were talking about for a minute. I do. I do feel bad because I really liked Jamie. Jamie was like my friend. Although at the same time, that incident very nearly made me rage quit the whole game. I have rage quitted that game before now. And I probably, at some point, will end up rage quitting it again. Because I do find, I like playing Ark, but at the same time, I also find it very, very frustrating at times. And, yeah. So that's often what happens. Is I get into the game a bit, and then there's so many little things in the game that do bug me, and so it's one of those. This is the principal reason that I haven't played it up until now. But I was looking for another survival game of some kind to play, and it's basically I'd kind of run out of other survival games to play by this point. So I thought, well, all right, I'll go for it. And I'm already questioning whether or not it should happen. Valtra is sponsored by this stream. I tell you what, Valtra do, and I made... excuse me. Valtra do a amazing variety of colours on their tractors, don't they? I've seen all kinds of colours on the Valtra tractors driving around, even just in this area alone. So it really wouldn't surprise me if I could actually go and order a Valtra. If I showed them this, like one day in the future, if YouTube made me enough money to be able to go and buy a bit of land and buy a new Valtra, if I went to the dealership and I said, look, this is how I made my money, and Valtra has kind of been central to this, and this tractor right here has been central to it, can you give me this tractor? Can you make this a reality for me? It genuinely wouldn't surprise me if Valtra turned around and did just that. If they actually did give me this tractor in real life. And trust me, if they did, I would be posting a video of it. I definitely would post a video of me driving around in this tractor in real life. Because that would just be sensationally brilliant and awesome and amazing and wonderful. And where do I need to go to put the water? How do I get to the water from here? Wait. Oh, that's the cows over there. I got to go in through this gate here. Right. How do we get in? Like that. There we go. So you go in through here, and as always, you open the gate, you let yourself in as quickly as you possibly can, and you race back over and you close the gate. And usually by this time, at least one sheep has tried to make a run for it. So you kind of have to, like, go up to them and scream and yell at them and get them to go away from the gate, despite the fact they're coming to the gate in order to get the corn that you've got in your vehicle, because that's how you always go and feed them. And then you've got to chase them away, and then you've got to get the gate shut before they go dashing out onto the road, because all of a sudden, they're not interested in the corn, they want to go out on the road. Okay? you can tell I've dealt with sheep before. Anybody who's ever dealt with a sheep can immediately tell now that I've dealt with sheep. Cows do the same, by the way. Cows do exactly the same. They're all just like it. Sean Vaughan, become an active supporter of the channel. You can also donate on Patreon or on here. Active supporter of the channel is come on to Discord and be a regular contributor on there, or be here on... Hang on, I just want to have a look and see how much water we got. Right, it's just about full, so we don't need to do any more there. Regular comments on YouTube videos, and I will see that you're posting regular comments and regularly contributing, and it does earn you a spot in the Great Book of Names. There are a lot of people who are in the book by being an active supporter. If you're on Discord, we actually have a way that we track everybody's contributions on there, and when you reach a certain point in the tracking on there, you are automatically added into the Great Book of Names. You can also support me financially. Any kind of financial contribution, either on here through the super chat, through a membership, anything like that. Right, so we can move those out of the way. Anything like that will automatically earn you a spot in the Great Book of Names. It's as simple as that. Now, what we want to do now is... Oh. Oh, no. The next lot's going to go over now, isn't it? No, it's not supposed to fall on the roof. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have... Let me get that one out from under there. This wasn't supposed to happen. If I let me jump up on here, I might be able to push these back, because you can't like pick the bale up and move. Okay, it's not letting me do it like that. Oops. I don't think that was supposed to happen. See, I can't pick the bale up, so now it's stuck on the roof. This was not part of the master plan. Yeah. Oh, I know what we got. We can rescue this. So yes, if you would like to, if you'd like to enter, if you'd like to get into the Great Book of Names, there's a couple of ways that you can do it. And donations will always get you on there, or you can do it for free. And there's quite a few people in the book that have gotten in there without making any donations. You're not required to make a financial contribution to the channel in order to enjoy all of the privileges that can be earned on this channel. And that will always be a key feature of this channel. I do not like the idea of some people gaining exclusivity because they are fortunate enough to be in a position where they can afford it over people who are not so fortunate. And so there will always be a way for someone that isn't able to afford it to be able to get things. Of course, the same can't apply for merchandise. We've got a bit of merchandise at the moment, which we get through Amazon, which is, quite honestly, it's limited, and it's very, very limited in the countries that can go to. I am looking at doing a different merchandise altogether. It's going to be, I think, Teespring we're kind of looking at the moment, just to do something with that. And so there'll be T-shirts that are available, and those should be available in any country. You should be able to get those from any country in the world, as far as I know. And that's why I'm looking at Teespring in particular. Ooh, we can have a couple more of those in there. So yes, we will be changing around the bit of merchandise that we're doing. Oklahoma Farming, big channel, big fan of your channel. Keep up the good work. I was going to say keep up the good worm, but no, it's keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Oklahoma Farming. That is absolutely brilliant of you, sir. Very much appreciated. And like, as always, all support is genuinely appreciated, so thank you very much for it. Good game, good gamer, see you later. Yeah, good night to you as well. And that almost landed on your head. It did, yes. I was very, very close then to having that land right on my bonnet. 16,000. Can we... Well, I could put one more bale in. I could definitely put one more bale. I don't want to leave that up on the roof. It just feels wrong. So what we'll do is we'll try and move these around a little bit. This bale grab is very poor, by the way. I don't like this bale grab very much. It's only really designed for carrying two. I'd carry... Looking at this bale grab, it's definitely meant for, like, 2 bales at once. Really? Really? That's... Yeah. Yeah, that's just marvellous. That's just absolutely marvellous, isn't it? Right, yes. Fine. You're going to be like that. You're going to be like that. There's not a lot that I can do about it. Okay, so let's dump you down there. Now I got to try and straighten these up. There we go. Right, we'll put you up there. I forgot these bales. These bales act a lot more like they do in real life. The FS19, it's absolutely brilliant. They are so much better. Tyrone H, again, absolutely brilliant, sir. Thanks again for all the great content, Frithgar. Thank you very much, Tyrone H. Thank you for your support, sir. That is absolutely awesome of you. Just pop that one back down there. There we go. Right. 4 bales. See, you see what I mean by this one right here? You just about get away with 3, yeah? Like the bale spike on there, you just about get away with picking up 3 bales, but it's not for 4, is it? Whereas the bale spikes that I used to use were quite a bit taller than this. And we always used to pick up 4 bales at once. I mean, yeah, you know, 3 is definitely easier. You can sort of run around with them a bit easier, but 4 was always my preference. I'd always prefer to run around with 4 bales at once, because it just made life easier. I mean, if you were loading lorries to go on the road, you'd never need to pick up 4. You'd always pick them up in 3s and 2s, because the lorries, we would always work in quadrant bales. And a lorry, you stack them 5, you stack the bales 5 high on the lorry. So you would do it in 3s, and then you would do it in 2s. Why not glue the bales together? It's a very, very valid point. Why don't I glue the bales together? I have tried, but the wood glue I use is not particularly strong. I've tried super glue. That didn't work either. So that's the main reason for not gluing the bales together, is I haven't been able to find good enough glue yet. I mean, if you know of anybody that manufactures better glue, I'm more than willing to give it a go. Right. If I drop that one down there... Oops. Let's pull that back in. There. Right. We'll put those 3 down there, like that. Oop. No, 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 no. So close. Oh, that was very close. Right. And now we're going to need to go... Oops. Up that way. There. And... Hey! Okay, well, I literally just finished saying that I thought these bales was reasonably realistic. That didn't seem very realistic to me. It has got to be said that did not feel particularly realistic, the way that it just bounced me out. Like, honestly. Right, you know what? I'm just going to grab 2 of them and I'm going to chase it down here. And then I'll come back, I'll grab 2 more, I'll chase them in. And that'll be absolutely fine. So we'll clamp that one in there like that. And then we'll go whizzing back up this way. Who's Dwayne Johnson? Dwayne Johnson does an absolutely brilliant Taylor Swift. He really does. Go and watch it. Look up. If you haven't seen it before, look up Dwayne Johnson, Taylor Swift. Right? That's all you need. Lip sync. Dwayne Johnson, Taylor Swift, lip sync. It's absolutely brilliant. It's genuinely awesome. And if you didn't like the, you know, if you sort of thought the guy was alright before that, watch the Dwayne Johnson lip sync thing. It is absolutely fantastic. Genuinely brilliant. you will be in stitches. It's absolutely awesome. It's the, I don't know, there's a show in the States, I can't remember what it's called, Jimmy Fallon lip sync battles or something like that. He goes on there and he does lip sync battle, surprise surprise, and this particular one he lip syncs Taylor Swift. It's so good. It really is. He's genuinely brilliant at it. He really is. He is very awesome with it. You don't get much better than that. Right. The Bales want to lay down for a nap. Jaco Swain Pole. Hi, sorry I didn't watch your videos for a while. Well, no worries. Nobody has forced anybody to watch any videos. Like, they're always there. You can go along, you can catch up with the videos. If you haven't watched the channel for a while, it may surprise you just how many videos there are now. I do 4 videos every day, only one of which is Farming Simulator. I do a Farming Simulator video every day, but I do a load of other games as well. And not all of those games are to everybody's taste. Certainly most people are not going to be able to watch all 4 videos every day. There's very few people that are actually able to do that, or would even want to do that. But that's why I do so many different videos and so many different games, so that there is, hopefully, something for everybody. So there's lots and lots of stuff there if you want to. Do I like any game more than FS19? At the moment, my single most favoritist game is Factorio. I'm very, very into Factorio at the moment. I'm absolutely loving that game. So, yes, at the moment, I like Factorio more than Farming Simulator 19. But, to be fair, I do tend to do that. I tend to get into a new game, or a game that I haven't played for a while, and then I really, really get into that one game for a bit, and then I'll move on to another game, and I'll really, really get into that one for a bit, and so on and so forth. So, like, there's lots of different games that I get into over time. I'm not overplaying Farming Simulator anymore. Like, in FS17, there was a period of time where I was doing too much of it, and I got thoroughly fed up with the game, and I almost stopped playing it completely. I did cut right back on it. But with FS19, I'm not overdoing it. I'm not, like, playing any more than what I do. I do the 6 voiceover videos per week, and I do the live stream, not the live stream, the time-lapse each week as well, and then a live stream every other week. And I'm definitely not doing any more Farming Simulator than that. There is no plans to be doing anything more than that, certainly not in the near future. I would say not at all. It is, and I'm not going to get, by making sure I limit myself to it like this, I shouldn't get sick of it. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make, is that I don't want to get sick of it, and I'm hoping that I won't get sick of it. Because I do really enjoy this game. I've been a farmer for most of my life. I grew up on a farm. I've been involved with all kinds of different farming in different places in the world, and even when I wasn't working full-time on a farm, I come from a farming background. I know farming, and so farming is in my blood. I am a farmer. I know farming. Even if I'm not actually farming physically at the time, I still know farming. And that's one of the reasons that I like this game, is because it's something that's very close to me and something I've been heavily involved with almost all of my life. Right, let's see how we've done with the sheep. 24,000. Exactly the right number in here, exactly the right number of grass and hay in here as well. The water's used up a little bit. Productivity 0. We've still got no wool. Why do we not have any wool? I should have wools. Let me speed it up a little bit. We have just about run out of time, though. We have almost very nearly run out of time. We need to be, right, reproduction rate. Well, we should have all sorts now. There we go, there we go. I've still got 0 litres of wool. Next animal in less than a day. Where is my... There it is. There's the... Right. What's that? I have 2 litres of wool. I have 2 litres. We have produced 2 litres in a single day. Look. It's now 4 o'clock. I've waited an hour, and we have 4 litres of wool, ladies and gentlemen. We've really outdone ourselves. 4 litres of wool, and that is about all we've got time for with the stream. I'll just quickly go through a little bit more with comments. What do we got? How's the storm down there, Ryan? That would be Storm Hannah. Oh, do you remember we went and planted soybeans at the beginning of the very first stream? We were going to do a big cash crop of this field. Cash crop is growing. We need to put some fertilizer on here, but it's growing, and we will probably never harvest it because we'll be moving on to a new map. But anyway, it is growing. That is good. Did I see that Spin Tires and Mud Runner have some updates? Oh, I was saying about the storm. Yeah, Ryan King, he's got Storm Hannah. We got Storm Hannah going on outside. I can hear it blowing a little bit. Hopefully Hannah won't get any more wild and windy than she is right now. I'm hoping that she just decides to not get too aggressive and just leaves it at that. Kieran Duggan is out busy spreading slurry. Smudsalini's. Oh, it's not Smuds that hasn't hailed. And Baba Black Sir, have you Black Sir? Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Well, no, unfortunately, Patrio, he didn't have 3 bags full. He only had like a bag and a half, and it wasn't really enough. There's the river. The river comes through there, and then it goes right down into the lake. The big question that we didn't find out previously was, can we drive into the water in this one? So let's do that, just for the end of the stream. Skittles, you're a little bit grubby, so we're just going to see if we can clean you off. There we go. Apparently Skittles is not going to be cleaned. Skittles is not going to be cleaned at all. Fortunately, Skittles has a funnel. Oh, this is brilliant. I would love to be able to do this. Genuinely love to be able to do this in real life. Oh, this is fantastic. Yes. I'm not sure I would really want the water coming in the cab if I was doing this in real life, but this would still be very cool. Ryan Branch, hey Frith, how long does it take to record a time-lapse? Well, it takes me 5 hours of recording for time-lapse, and it takes me about the same amount of time, a bit more than that, to do all the editing on it as well. So it's not a quick process. It's absolutely not. Anyway, I have run out of time. Submariskittle. Yes, I completely agree. It is a Submariskittle. It didn't wash him either. Look at that. No cleaning done whatsoever. I have run out of time. So if you've enjoyed this live stream, then please hit down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And please don't forget to go and join our Discord and put suggestions for a new map for the next single-player live stream on there. And I'll go and take a look at it. And I'm looking for a map that we will spend at least 2 or 3 streams on and sort of having a go with and playing around, seeing what we can do. Just because I think it might be a bit of fun to stay in one place for a little bit. Thank you very much to the moderators for coming along and doing all their bit on here. It's been absolutely brilliant. I really appreciate all the work that you've done. And yes, we will, of course, be taking Skittles the tractor right here to our next map. Regardless of what the map is, Skittles will be joining us. But that is all I've got time for. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.